my goodness. Oh, okay, I actually almost just like tripped over. Okay, so Nintendo's E3, man, this E3 was absolutely insane. And what I mean by insane, there's been so much controversy, there's been so much dumb statements being thrown around, and guess what, man? We're gonna talk about it today, okay? Because oh my goodness, this has been absolutely insane. Okay, so the first game that they showed was Damien X Machina, a mech game that had a very, very beautiful art style, and it gave me some Xenoblade Chronicle X vibes. And I find it funny how when people want to go on Twitter, they want to go there or go in the comments and say, "Oh man, Nintendo don't got no new IPs. They don't make no new IPs. Where the new IPs at?" Okay, and when a new IP drops, ain't nobody pay attention, ain't nobody say anything, okay? Y'all still quiet as a church mouse, so I find it hilarious how people want to stay quiet and they want to start sidestepping, you know, when Nintendo announces a new IP when they have been complaining about new IP for the longest, okay? We had ARMS last year, right? And now we're gonna have what? Damien X Machina, alright? So it's like, I just find it hilarious, man. I find it absolutely hilarious. Okay, so the next game that they showed, or should I say the next DLC, was Xenoblade Chronicles 2, right? Game looks amazing. The DLC apparently is like pretty long. I would say like 40 hours actually, so that's actually pretty good for a DLC. Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Woo, baby! That Fire Emblem looks lit to the T, my boy. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that game looks amazing. Coming to spring 2019. And we saw Fortnite, we saw Killer Queen Black, we saw Dragon Ball Fighters. The leak was real. That was pretty much expected. What else? Right? Smash, right? Smash. I'm about to get to that in a minute. Let me say Smash for later, because that's a whole entire ball game right there. Okay? So let's get into people complaining about Metroid not being there, Yoshi not being there. I find it funny because it's like people act like Nintendo's E3 is like the be-all end-all. It's like we have directs, you know what I'm saying? And it's funny because last year people were like, "Oh, Nintendo's E3 was trash, it was trash." And what happened later that after Nintendo's E3? A few months after, we had a direct, right? And then they showed a game that nobody expected to even run on the Switch. Doom, Wolfenstein, and all these other games, right? So it's like, we're gonna have another direct after this whole entire E3. So it's like, I don't really care. You know, I was expecting Yoshi, but come to find out, Yoshi was delayed, okay? And even Bill Trent said himself, Nintendo said themselves that there was a reason why there was no Metroid, there was no Yoshi. It just simply wasn't ready. It wasn't ready. Yoshi got delayed, and apparently they just didn't have a gameplay trailer of Metroid Prime 4. So it's like, well, you know, it's not a big deal. You know, say they're not gonna be like Square Enix or be like, you know, Microsoft and show like, you know, games far into the future. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, it's whatever. You know, I could care less. You know what I'm saying? People were out here throwing temper tantrums because there was no Animal Crossing there. It's like Animal Crossing was like had the lowest of lowest chance to be at this year's E3. There was no way that Animal Crossing was gonna be this year. Okay, Bayonetta 3. It's like I didn't think I wasn't expecting Bayonetta at all. Okay, like we saw the trailer at the VGAs and it's like, okay, we saw no gameplay. It was just a logo. Wasn't really expecting Bayonetta 3. You know, I was kind of expecting a Metroid trailer, maybe kind of like a half and half, but it didn't happen. But you know, it is what it is. You know, you have directs. Microsoft doesn't have directs. Sony doesn't have directs. Okay, but Nintendo has directs. So it's like, to me, it's not a big deal. All right. So now Smash, right? People were saying, "Oh, they spent so much time on Smash. They spent so much time on Smash." It's like, well, I mean, I agree with you that spent so much time on Smash, but it's like, it's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? It's like, we had no idea what this game was before this year's E3. Before this E3 Direct went down, we had no idea what this was. We had people saying, "Oh, this game's a port, this game's new, this game's a port, this game's new, team port, team new," you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna get to the port thing in a minute here because I'm about to blow this thing apart. But anyways, people were going back and forth with this port and new thing, right? And it's like, we knew nothing about this game. We saw inklings shooting ink at each other in some white room. Right? And then they turn around and see a Smash logo, and we see Mario, and we see Link, and we see some generic Smash logo. A different Smash logo, okay? So it's like, we knew absolutely nothing about this game. Alright, so they had to spend as much time needed on Smash, okay? So don't sit up here and say, oh, they show so much Smash. It's like, how? Like, who complains about way too much Smash? I mean, yeah, there was a lot of Smash, but it's like, it wasn't a bad thing, you know what I'm saying? So let's get into the Smash is a port thing. I don't know who started this foolery, but not only that statement is false, not only it's also a stupid statement, but it's also hypocritical. Okay, it's funny how when people say, "Oh, Smash Ultimate is a port," these are the same dudes that get on their ass at a midnight launch for the next Call of Duty with the season pass on lockdown. How long has Call of Duty been using the same engine for? How long has Call of Duty been using the same engine for? Okay, how long has dudes been buying Madden for? We got dudes out here buying Madden. We got dudes out here buying 2K18 and 2K9, all these basketball games, buying FIFA, all these sports games. But they want to go around, they want to turn around and say, "Oh, Smash is a port. It looked the same. It looked like the same game." You know, how long has Bethesda been using the same engine for Fallout? Okay, not to mention it's ugly, but it's also buggy. You know, so I find it absolutely hilarious when dudes want to sit here and say, "Oh, the game looked the same. Oh, it looked like a port. Oh, but the next Call of Duty ain't a port though, right? Even though it's literally the same engine, right? Oh, okay, all right. So you telling me that a new logo, a new title, new textures, new animations, new characters, and to top it off, changes to the core mechanics of the game itself? You telling me that all of that is a port? Alright, so y'all clearly don't know what a port is. So congratulations. Congratulations. Can somebody get a medal? Somebody get a medal for these people. Somebody please come give these people a medal for not knowing what a port is. Oh my goodness. Oh, please, somebody please give me a medal. Please, somebody give me the medal so I can give it to them, because oh my goodness, this is absolutely insane, bro. Oh man. So now let's get on to Ridley real quick. Ridley, right? Honestly, it was expected. It was absolutely expected. I said it. I was like, I have a feeling that they just might just drop Ridley in. Okay? I mean, they brought back Ice Climbers. They brought back Snake. They brought back Wolf. Okay? They brought back Pichu. They literally brought back everyone. Everyone is literally here. Okay? Literally. Alright? And you know what's really funny is about the whole entire like Ridley, you know, big thing. 4 years ago or way back, even Sakurai said himself that Ridley being scaled down wouldn't be an accurate portrayal of the character. And come to find out, he gets confirmed, and apparently Sakurai even said himself that Ridley was so big. He was actually really hard to put in the game, and the main reason why was because so many people were asking for him. So Sakurai essentially just said, you know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna add him in the game so people can just stop asking him for him to put Ridley in the game. It's just absolutely silly. So it's like him being big was a big, major issue. He essentially just broke the rules of his own game and just added him in because people just kept pressuring him to add Ridley in the game. I just find that so hilarious. But you know, I kind of had a feeling Sakurai was just like, you know what? Let me just do it, man. Let me just throw him in the game because people are just crazy, man. Waluigi still isn't gonna be in Smash, so please. I mean, the man clearly is an assist trophy, and it kind of gives me the feeling that this is Sakurai's last game because he's putting all these characters in. He's throwing in Ridley. He's like, you know what? Forget it. He's throwing in Ridley. He's bringing back Snake. He's bringing back Wolf. He's bringing back Ice Climbers. He's bringing back Pichu. All the DLC characters from Smash 4. Okay, this man doesn't care. He's just like, you know what? Let's just give it all. Just give it to them. Let's give the whole entire roster to these people. Okay? Everyone is essentially here okay, I just find it absolutely hilarious. Okay, and about Nintendo and about people saying, oh, such and such one E3. This one E3 thing is absolutely dumb. Okay, so don't come up to me and say, oh, Microsoft won E3 even though they bought a whole bunch of world premieres. Okay, pretty much most of their conference was just what? Multiplats. That's all the conference was. Nothing but multiplats. Sony was absolutely just unorganized. It was confusing. They showed Spider-Man for the 500th time. Alright. They showed Last of Lesbians, which I don't care for. Ghost of Tsushima looks amazing. Okay. Resident Evil 2 remake looks amazing. Death Stranding again. Literally, I don't know what that game is. I don't know what Kojima is thinking. I don't know what kind of cocaine or crack he's on, but I don't understand that game at all whatsoever. We have a baby inside of a man's body. We have some woman eating some, I don't know if it was an unborn child or some fetus. I don't know what it was. Okay, so don't come up to me and say, oh, so-and-so won E3. Don't. Nobody cares who won E3. Okay, if you like the EA conference, okay, you like the EA conference. If you like that 29-minute Square Enix conference, okay, you like that Square Enix conference. Okay, I could care less. All right. But tell me what y'all think about this this E3, Nintendo's E3, or whoever's E3 you cared for. And I am out of here.